Sundays are a little bit slower. Everyone's in church or watching it online. Welcome, everybody. Dylan. Hey,
Hi
man.
there.
How are
Hey,
you?
how's the day been? I'm good. I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks so much. Very good. I thought maybe you had a quick question for me.
Oh, yeah. So, if you could go back, tell yourself one thing, what would it be? One thing in just one word. What would that one word be?
Humility.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, humility for sure. So, absolutely. That's what I would go back and do. That's a great question, though.
Oh,
And
thanks.
very good. Well, take care of yourself, man. Thanks for the
You
quick, easy
too.
question.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Good. I love that. One word. Andy Dane Carter. To see you there. Abundant with Bonnie. Hey, McGinnis, how are you? Tulane shirt, that's right. Green Wave, great place. Let's see who's coming on. Uh, Welcome. We'll go ahead and anyone on my text community, we'll go and pin that. See who's joining me. Anyone have some questions? Let's go at it. See who else is here going live. See, adding people all the time. Welcome, Dan McGinnis. Thank you. I'll get to you, my brother. Looking forward to it. Uh, Overwhelming response here. Let's go. Connecting live. See who else is out there. A little bit of energy today. Let's see what we got. Anybody, everyone, having trouble connecting? Anyone has some questions for me? Let me know. Starting tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Friday trainings. They'll be there. This is going to be a sales training, 5 to Thrive. We're going to show you how to make your business thrive. And that's what we're going to be doing. Let's see what questions we have here. What principles do you practice the most? My values. So personal experiential giving and receiving values, taking inventory every day. Two, asking a series of questions to ask and attract, asking how I can be of service or of value, and then also asking for sponsors and power sponsors of how they can help me. Being a student in my calendar is another principle. Studying with attention plus intention equals the coincidences in my life. Doing things now is another principle. I ask myself, can I do it now? And if I can, I do it. And then finally, practicing ending fear is probably the biggest principle to practice. You, in one word, asked me earlier, and that was it. Happy to answer any questions. Can we go live? Yeah, why not? Let's try again. I'm trying to go live, but connecting. Let's see here. What do I start at 60 years old? I want to serve and make money also, and I have a fun. Of course, hey, depending on how much capital you have, there's a variety of different opportunities. You can reach out to me at david@dmeltzer.com. There's a lot of different opportunities for people 60 uh, that need experience in how to do looking upon that. And Dan, sales training on Friday. How do you stay self-motivated in terms of short-term vision? Happy Earth Day there. Anyway, we stay motivated first of all with the awareness that gets us started. We want to maintain inspiration in spirit, clearing the clouds from the sun, staying in spirit of all the life lessons and love and learning. And that's to me the best way to stay motivated is to be inspired and to be able to have not only the fuel in the engine but the longevity of the energy to come through you for others. These are good Sunday questions here. Let's see. Waiting to see anyone else wants to go live. Oh yeah, the questions are starting to come. Here we go. What you think will be the top 3 skills in the future midterm? Well, I think skills number one. The best skill would be those who can practice ending fear, and so those can utilize as much energy and stay as focused and as clear and as confident as possible. I also think selling. Specifically on the telephone is a skill that will be used in the future. And then toughness. I think people that can have that perspective. There are no tough situations, but tough people. I think people, because of the conveniences that are afforded you, are not as tough as they used to be. And those that can push and pursue their potential as if they must be what they can be. That's a great skill. How to keep positive? Well, there's 4 things that we can control to stay positive. One, is your mindset has to be positive. 2, your feelings have to be positive. 3, what you say and what you hear have to be positive. And 4, what you do has to be positive. And we know that the incremental and exponential growth of that, the consistency of that, and the persistency without quit will allow us to keep growing and expanding towards positivity. And we will be more and more resilient and positive. Exactly. Let's see who we're going live here with, joining in and looking for all our friends. Whoa, there's a lot of people here. Let's see. JP, looking to see. Hello, everyone. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Growing a crowd here on a Sunday. How do you overcome negativity? Understanding and praying for its happiness. Best way to overcome negativity.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, sir. How's your day?
Amazing. Thanks for coming on. I was hoping maybe you had some questions for me.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you do, always putting a great message out there, very positive. And how do you say constantly thinking ahead? What types of mindset or places do you find yourself trying to, I guess, unlock in these, cloudy times?
Yeah, so for me, thinking ahead is number one in the meditation that I do for 20 minutes in the morning that are aligned with
Hmm.
my values. So I do a daily inventory with meditation, personal, experiential, giving and receiving. That gives me those guideposts. My main focus is if I have a goal or a vision out here, my next step
Hmm.
is to detach my emotions from it and then attach my emotions to the directive or pursuit of that. So
Yeah.
then I zoom out and then I zoom in. This is an old Steve Jobs trick. I zoom into the
Hmm.
3 feet in front of me. So I zoom out to infinity and I zoom back into the 3 feet in front of me. And then I focus with my laws of Goya getting off my ass in the consistent, persistent pursuit of the 3 feet in front of me. And I keep on
Yes,
moving
sir.
3 feet in front of me. Does that
Yes,
sound?
sir. That sounds great. I'm actually reaching for a calendar. Just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the progress. I always like to keep you guys informed because it kind of keeps me in check.
Good.
And I know from everything that you've done, I'm making my way through your books. Always enjoy your message. And
Thank you.
thank you, David.
Awesome, man. Well, be a student in your calendar. Be happy, stay healthy, and take care of those kids.
Yes, sir. Have
Take
a good
care.
one.
You got it. Hey, very nice, everybody, to join on a Sunday. That was really nice. Kick him out of the live. He touched me. How to get idea to start new business. That's a good one. One of the ways to start a new business is to, number one, take inventory of your capabilities, your skills, the skills that you have and the skills that you want, the knowledge you have and the knowledge you want, and then see what touches you desires wise, right? How you must be what you can be, and then aggregate those 3 things and start doing and being more interested every day, minimum 10 minutes a day. Start looking at what companies are doing well that are synergistic or supplementary to those capabilities, knowledge, and skill, or ones that have just maintained success, or maybe you see some future opportunities of other companies that aren't doing well but will recover in the same rebounding way that they failed. And always look for the synergies, the supplementary nature of your capabilities, your skills, and your knowledge, and always touch point on your feelings of that you must be what you can be. Can you explain more on what it means to get out of your own way? Yeah. Getting out of your own way is a 3-step process, in my opinion. Number one, you have to believe in a paradigm that you're always inspired, that you're always in spirit, that you're always connected to the most powerful source of energy, light, and love. So I call that the sun because it has tons of energy and tons of light. So what my job to get out of my own way is when I push clouds into the way from that energy from me, and I am a regenerating, appreciating solar panel battery system. I suck in all the light and the love and the lessons, and I appreciate them, add value to them. But the only way I get the most of that is to get out of my own way, meaning I create the clouds so that I use my mindset, my feelings, what I say and what I do and what I hear in order to effectuate getting those out of the way. Once I appreciate it, then once again, I'm going to clear the connection to give everything I'm connected to, every person, place, or thing, being my own chief betterment officer, all of that energy, light, and love. Let's try to go live here. I think I saw the smallest professional basketball player run through here. Let me see here. Oh my goodness, there he is. one of my favorite people in the world. Yeah, book recommendations: Connected to Goodness, Mind, Think and Grow Rich, Course in Miracles, Surrender Feeling, Alter. Oh my goodness,
What's
Jonte
up,
Hall, is that
Dave?
you?
How you doing, man?
That's my man. How's the
What?
baby?
Oh, amazing, man. Amazing. 4 months on the 16th.
What a crazy 4 months of her life.
Yes, mine's too. I feel like I carried the baby.
Yeah, I get the feeling, man. Well, Jonte Hall is this shortest professional basketball player in the world. He is also has the biggest heart. And when we talk about Jonte, the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, you know, when I tell people you're only so many no's away from getting what you want, I tell them about my friend Jonte Hall because
Mm,
I'm small, but you're not so small. You're like 5'3".
Two. Oh, you gave me an inch. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you must have been wearing heels that day.
Yeah,
But
I was.
but imagine, but imagine everyone. I just want to tell you, imagine being 5'2". How many people in your life must have told you when you said you want to be a professional basketball player? There's not a chance ever. So I think when we talk about toughness, when we talk about resilience, when we talk about consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, right? And at 5'2", you only have so much potential, right? And
That's true.
talk about reaching your potential. I always say my potential in football was an average Division III football player. You made it to the pros, man, and you were a Harlem
Yes.
Globetrotter on top of that for years. Um, what advice would you give when the universe and people are all voting against you, and you just sit there and you know that you must be what you can be?
Just stay strong. Just stay strong. Basketball wasn't the Globetrotter situation wasn't handed to me. Like I had to work a regular job. I had to put basketball on hold to take care of my responsibilities. So I like to call it pit stops. We all gonna go through pit stops in our life, meaning we might be in a situation where we're not happy. We think we have too much education for a certain job or et cetera, et cetera. But you just gotta dig deep, follow your heart, and never give up. Keep striving.
And there's no better time than now to talk about pit stops, because sometimes pit stops also can be beneficial because it gives us
Yes.
time to reflect and take inventory on what we want, who we want, and the values that we have, how we can help, what we need, how we can ask for help. What are some of the things you're doing on this pit stop, this forced pit stop that everybody's in?
Oh man, so my pit stop. I didn't want to go backwards, so now I'm working at a warehouse. Working at a warehouse. I realized it's only a pit stop. Of course, I got stressful, frustrated, but I have a kid and I had to take in my responsibilities. And my main focus has been a speaker. I'm going into elementary and middle schools, share my message, talk about bullying. So that's the ultimate goal. So going backwards, when I was trying to pursue the Globetrotters, again, I had to work a regular job, a pit stop. So I had to get tough spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and get ready for that ultimate goal. So I'm getting tested by the universe.
We're always tested by the universe. Now,
Yeah.
uh, being a friend and a mentor of yours, what question you got for me that I can help you with?
So Dave, I'm trying to grow my Jonte Not So Small page. My Globetrotter page, of course, is verified, 26,000 followers. But how can I grow that page organically?
Yeah, so a lot of people have that question on how to grow their own brand. And the first
Mm,
step is to, once again, as the previous guy, right? We want to detach our emotions from the outcome, right? We want to take our name off of that number. We want to detach our emotions from, hey, I'm only doing what I'm supposed to be doing if I have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. They will come.
okay.
You have what it takes. And what we need to do is consistently put out that quality content. And I see you're starting to do that.
Hmm.
But you got to allow it to happen. One of the best piece of advice I gave this week, and I know you come to my trainings on Friday when you can. What I want people to do as an exercise, it's so important, is take the smallest measurement that you can think of, right? A nanometer, a millimeter, I don't care what it is. Go ahead and get your Google out, get your calculator out, and start doubling that number. Just start doubling that number and see how many segments it takes till it gets to a really big number. Right. And so I started with a goal when I started my following, which, I'm blessed to have millions of viewers now,
Hmm.
millions of people watching, following on all different platforms, hundreds of thousands on this platform. 3 years ago at Super Bowl, I started with the number 2, and I hit the number 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, saying I just got to get 2 people in the world to understand and align with me, to hear my strong signal, to feel my spectrum, and to get a clear message that they can repeat to others and have it resonate as far down in a lineage. It's kind of like Noah's Ark, right? Put 2 of everything on my boat, keep them growing 2 at a time. And when I did that, I realized 20 segments of growth from that small number of 2 ambassadors, 2 followers, turned into 2 million. Right. And so I said, okay, two a year. I started when I was 50. By the time I'm 70, I'll have 2 million people that are teaching 2 million people and inspiring 2 million. Now, one of the things you have as an advantage, being a Harlem Globetrotter, being a professional basketball player, being a speaker, being an inspirational speaker, especially, is that one of the strategies that you should have is to convert the people from one of your pages to your personal page. Right. So the more that you organically say, hey, like on this live right now, telling people, go ahead, tell me where it is again. At what's your
Jonte Not So Small.
That's right. At
Yes.
Jonte Not So Small. And maybe we'll get someone on there to post it and pick it. Jonte Not So Small. So when you're talking in your videos or whatever, there's 3 things you got to remember. This is gold out there, everybody, if you want. 1, you got to know what pool you're swimming in. Right? So you got to know what pool you're swimming in, and you got to jump into that pool with all those other people. So you got to know the pool where, all the basketball fans are, all the bullying people, the parents that are there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin this so everybody can see yours because I want to help you out. Okay.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, of course. So, so listen though, this is important. There's 4.2 billion people. So there's a ton of pools around, right? You and I grew up in the same kind of neighborhoods. I went to public pools. There's a whole bunch of certain types of people at the different pools, right? The country club pool didn't look like the pool I was hanging out with at rec center. So, but there's different audiences in these pools. So number 1, you want to spend time thinking about what pool you want to go swimming into.
Okay.
Then what you want to do is get good at telling your story in the pool. So people will come over into your pool. And then once you're in your pool, then you can make those asks, right? Now you got credibility, emotional attachment, quantitative reasons, impacts, and capability. Now you can make those asks like, hey, man, can you get your friends to come swim with us? Hey, can you get your friends to deliver us a pizza? Hey, can you get your friends to sponsor me? Can you get your friends to help me with this show? Can you get your friends to let me speak at their kids' school? Can you get your friends to pay me to do this? Can you get your friends to do this? Right? So it's literally, 1, strategize on what pool. Now you're lucky. You got a big pool at the Harlem Globetrotter. And a whole bunch of people swim in that pool. Now figure out the best way to invite all of those people that are already in that pool or love to be in that pool and tell a good story that allows them to know, hey, I want to go swimming in Jonte's pool at Jonte. Oh shoot, I got that wrong. Jeez, sorry everyone. I didn't mean to be offensive. This is where the old man comes in. But it's at Jonte Not So Small. And Jake, if you could give me that up there, the right one. Anyway, but everybody think about it in that terms, right? You got to go to the pool. You can't sit at home and dreaming about being in a pool, right? You've already done the hard work, man. You've had a lot of pit stops. You put in the effort. Now take advantage of that and go ahead.
There's a bunch of racist comments on your thing, and someone pinned the N-word.
Yes, I saw that.
How do you unpin it?
I unpinned it.
He said he unpinned it.
Yeah, I unpinned it.
All right.
A whole bunch of people are racist on. So I just want to say, anybody that, for me and you, Jonte, look, anybody out there that needs to have attacking thoughts, you're just somebody that needs to have attacking thoughts. I'm praying for your happiness. If you want to reach out to me directly, anybody on here that's not being nice and not being kind, you're in the wrong pool. And if you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to teach you how to be nice and kind and show you how that's a much better way to be. But please don't come on in my pool and shit in my pool. That's all I got to say, because I don't need it. And these N-words are not appropriate. So I apologize to everybody. Shit. Anyway, Jonte, this is a good example, right, man? We want to have people swimming in the right pool. And and attacking thoughts aren't going to get anything but attacking thoughts. I pray for your happiness. If
Thank you,
anyone
brother.
wants to reach out directly at me, go ahead, email me. I'll set up a phone call with you. Anyone with these hateful thoughts and attacking thoughts, trust me, I'm not a pussy. I'm as tough as they come. Come reach out directly to me. I'm more than happy to talk to you like a man and man to man and help you out with your anger. I'm not more happy. Anyway, all right. So you got extraordinary opportunity, my friend. And we're going to focus in on the positive. We're going to go out to those pools, invite everybody over to our pool by telling a good story. And those stories have those lessons that you've learned, how you overcame all the different adversity, how you have lived to your potential. All of these are great lessons for everybody to learn. I don't know anybody else 5'2" that even played in college, let alone the pros. So you and I both know that you must be what you can be. You have the heart the size of a lion. And, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to end this
No problem,
right
man.
now. You reach out to me. I'm going to still help you. You pray for
Okay.
your family, your mom, your wife, the kids, everybody. I love you, brother.
Love you too, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. At Jonte, not so small. Great guy. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. We're going to kick this one off a little bit early. Let me just see. I know Ronnie Brown wanted to meet as well. We have some treats there. Please, everybody, be safe, be kind to your future self, do good deeds. These are great people coming on here, sharing their stories, sharing their ideas. So please be kind to your future self, do good deeds. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Take care.